Hello, everyone. How's it going? This is Brian Dunwitty. It is February 3rd or 2nd. I don't know. These days kind of up here in the north kind of blend together. It's the tail end of winter. So we either have 40-degree weather like we did yesterday or 12-degree weather like we did today. So spring is around the corner. Cannot wait to get there. I have bad news for me and great news for you. I am still battling with Apple to get the Apple version of the FTM trading app into production. Apple's walled garden is pretty high. When Apple says jump, you say how high. And Apple has a lot of requirements that as a developer, you need to figure out how to satisfy those. So while it's not great news for me, the good news is that you guys still have the ability to play with it for a week or so. I'm still working daily, still checking boxes, and I hopefully within the next week or so, I can get a live version. Unfortunately, is taking most of my time. I haven't spent too much time looking at the markets. But what I love is when you guys come and say, hey, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Someone asked about Google yesterday morning, looked at the options chart on Fidelity and suggested a bullish play. And I think you guys saw what happened to Google this morning, gapped up 8 or 9%. So while I'm focused on the app, I still love that you guys come to me and ask about stocks. I love that you guys, want my opinion on what the market's doing, that sort of thing, because it pulls me away. It gives me a breather. And it allows me to look at the stock market, which I love. I miss trading. So keep it up. I know some of you guys did good on the Google trade. So Facebook is dying off today. I don't know where it's at. Well, last time I checked, it was down 20%. But I can't find it here on my list. So anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. Keep the comments coming. Enjoy the Apple version of the app and continue to trade. I'm going to turn it over to Alan, and I have a feeling he has some info, his thoughts on the market and what he sees out there. So, Alan.
Yeah, speaking of the market, do you remember those days we were down 3,000 points in January? Told everybody it was going to occur. Went below the 200-day average. That one day we were down 1,000 points. It bounced off of a low, and then it went ahead and we finished the day up. That was a bullish signal. So unless there's something to indicate differently, we are in a bull market, even though it doesn't seem like that. Generally speaking, this is how the stock market runs. Stock market, the first 5 days in January, up. Going into that Friday, it drops. Then for 3 weeks, for the month of January, it usually drops 2,000 points. In the month of February, it usually always goes back. Usually it's about a 50% retracement. So it goes down 2,000 points, you get about 1,000 of it back in February. That's the usual pattern. Now, in regards to some things I just kind of was jotting down here, I just want to get the terminology down. So this is what the 5-minute looks like. This was based off algorithms that I spotted and I used and I came up with, and I processed this trade. The key thing when people email me and say, Alan, it doesn't work. I'm like, yes, it does work. You got three alternatives that happen. One, you take a small loss. Because you do not do any trades without having a stop loss. A stop loss is this, that you get into a trade and you have a line. So that's your 5-minute low or it's your 5-minute high. You go ahead and you put a stop here, or you put a stop here, or you put a stop here. The point I'm trying to make at is that the reason that we have this system is to provide you with a stop loss. Let me make it a little bit more clear because let's say we're in a bullish market. So today I bought Raytheon. Not a big trade. I made $1,800 on it. I showed you exactly what I did on the trade. The app found the trade for me. It was a 0.07 percentage. I went ahead and bought 50 contracts for $15 a contract. I sold them for $50 a contract. 350% profit. Easy peasy. This is your 5 minutes. This is what Raytheon did. Finally got above the 5 minute. Then it started bouncing around. Right about here is where the app gave you the signal. Buy. Don't go ahead and be that person. Is that I don't care if you get stopped out, get back in the trade. You put a stop loss there so you don't lose your money. The worst case that's going to happen to you, and you're going to take a very, very small loss. This is a hard wall. So the thing is that I should say this one's a hard wall. That's a hard wall. For it to break that wall and go back down is almost impossible. So the thing is that I learned that from a mentor of mine, Oliver Velez, of having, stops, having a place to go ahead and get out. The point of the matter is that that's your first outcome, small loss. 2, small win. I talk to people that are fine with 100% win. I'm going to tell you what, I could do that all day long. I don't like a 100% win. I like 1,000% win. That's what I'm shooting for. I ain't shooting for no 100% win, but you can get those all day long. That's easy. But the thing is that small win, or what I like, is a big win. I actually had a big win on gold today too. That's another good trade I had. Thing is that it broke the 5-minute low. I bought 150 contracts on gold. It ran all the way up to $9.50. That's another good trade. Point of the matter is that you're looking for stocks you're comfortable with. You're coming up with a system and you're playing the system. If you have no system, you're never going to win. And you shouldn't be spending the bank. Everybody thinks they got this figured out, and then they go ahead and do a big amount of a trade. Now, if you have $100,000, you should only be trading 1,000 to 3,000 on a given trade, period. You got $1 million, if you got $1 million in there, you're investing 10 to 30,000 on a trade. Point of the matter is that you go big, you're going to go home. You don't want to go home. You want to stay in this for a lifetime. You want this to go ahead and be something that you can go ahead and enjoy. And the thing is, you don't have to trade every day. The other day, I didn't trade at all. Monday, I didn't trade at all. I don't like Mondays. Mondays usually the investments are too high. Now I'm not saying I didn't have trades out there because I bought trades on that I saw things coming up. So I had trades there, but what I'm saying, I didn't day trade. So you don't have to day trade every day. You're looking for opportunities. No opportunities, you stay out. So
Yeah.
anything else, Brian?
I don't think so. I think you need to make a distinction about the stock market being bullish and the economy not so bullish. Um, I, I, it's interesting what's out there, but I think the stock market's the place to be, and I think it continues to be that. I think that's why the stock market's up, is because investors need a place to invest. So yeah, other than that, we'll see how the economy plays out these next couple months.
So a lot of people don't understand the stock market, how it works. Stock market works is that you're not trading for today, you're trading your future. So the stock market, whatever happens today, is baking in and figure in 6 months from now. They're looking at it being bullish in 6 months. That's why we're bullish right now. That's why the stock market's really had a pretty good run. It's technically, if you take that 1,000-point drop we had and you got in there, I'd say the market's up at least 2,000 points in the last week or so. Might be a little longer, but the point I'm trying to make that's a very bullish move. And so the thing is that that's where we're at. Now, I think the economy in 6 months from now will be rip roaring, because I think the COVID viruses, I think everybody I know has had them. Everybody's had Omicron. And so the thing is it's just going through everybody. So they're getting antibodies to this COVID virus. So that's probably going to be non-existent by summer. And then people are going to be traveling and spending money. So the market is dated 6 months from today. It's all futuristic. It's where they see the market going. Yeah. And I don't think they see the market going to Facebook. And I think that's what you see in Facebook today. Because the thing is that, Facebook has really clouded, their system. I mean, to me, I used to be an avid Facebook user, and I can't use it because the thing is that there's so many ads. You're getting an ad every 5 seconds. I mean, you go ahead and you go in there to see how Uncle Henry's doing and Cousin Joe. You can't even go to their Facebook anymore because you're getting multiple ads thrown at you nonstop. And I think people are just starting to get tired of it. That's why they've been moving to other platforms and stuff. Big one that you hear nowadays is Rumble. I hear that a lot. But the point of the matter is that I think the thing is they're moving. And I think the thing is with Amazon, it's a phenomenal, great company. But the thing is that how long can the earnings keep going up? I know I was at the mall over the weekend. I'll tell you what, I've never seen the stores so busy. Really? I think people are starting to go back into the retail spaces. So
yeah, people want to get out. People are tired of
Yeah.
being hunkered down.
Yeah. Even the Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, the game in LA. I get a kick out of that. I was reading the policy. Everybody had to wear a mask inside the stadium and the inside stadium. And we were just laughing because I couldn't, every time they shine the audience, I never saw a person with a mask on. including the governor of California and Magic Johnson and stuff. So
well, for the record, I was at the Bucks game last Friday, and they had that same policy. And well, most people did not wear a mask. I did, and that was on the advice, strong advice of my wife. So.
And when did you say you had COVID?
I had COVID a year and a half ago, I think.
Oh, I thought you just had it recently.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, well, I'm thinking,
In
and the
2020, I
issue,
believe. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are getting the Omicron and they're not even realizing that they're even, they're not really getting that sick.
Yeah.
I woke up from a nap not feeling well. I'm like, oh, this is just really weird. And, that it's just, what I'm saying is that well, it's different for everybody. So,
Yeah. Well, and I'm a special case because I don't really, my immune system's kind of suppressed. Um, so yeah, so that's why my wife is more concerned with the mask and that sort of thing. But yeah, like you said, I think we're at the tail end. I think people are okay, let's be done with this. Let's start enjoying life again, or let's start moving out of our house again. So yeah,
yes, yes, and yes. So,
definitely.
good stuff. I'm gonna let you go, Brian.
Sounds good. You guys have a great night, and need anything, holler. Hope you enjoyed this podcast, and keep in tune for the Apple version of the app. So thanks everyone, and
I'll be looking forward to that.
thank you everyone, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, let's see ya.